Alright everyone, now that I have you all rounded up here, everyone say hi YouTube. Okay guys, so what's up, what's happening? So, for those of you that weren't aware, Panda Global, they had this big Kickstarter for their controller, which was supposed to be a sort of all-solution controller, an end-to-all controller problems controller that was like fully customizable with you could change a lot of the parameters of the controller, including really technical stuff from something as simple as magnetic faceplate snap-on, snap-off to also having adjustable trigger buttons. Had a built-in screw that you could take stuff out with and put it back in. You had also ways to control things like snapback. You had ways to control cardinals. It was basically designed to be like the perfect controller. You even had like little things where you can change the weight, modify it. Of course, I'll put it link in the description for the controller. This Kickstarter raised $2 million. $2 million. It went far and beyond anyone's expectation for this success. But today, Panda tweeted out an important and unfortunate update on the Panda Controller Kickstarter, but we're still very excited for the future. Of course, you click into it, and basically, it goes like this. Obviously, it set records, and it was a project that was working for 3 years. And long story short, we have some unfortunate news to share today. Since opening the Kickstarter, we've been made aware of a few factors outside of our control that, when added up, have affected our production's timeline. Our main manufacturing partner in China is being affected by ongoing blackouts, slowing their production, which is already affected by COVID-related shortages. And if you aren't aware by what they mean by blackouts, usually, I think legally the Chinese government, when they want to, I don't know, either save, I don't know if it's energy or labor, whatever it is, they can choose to not provide a certain factory or warehouse with electricity for whatever reason. It's in their control. But apparently that's affecting one of their main partners. We know how excited you are to get the Panda Controller, but it looks like we can't guarantee the December 2022 date anymore, and we don't know what new date will be yet. So with the Panda Controller not having a clear timeline and end date, we had to figure out what the next steps are, and basically we felt it wasn't right of us to hold onto your funds for an unknown amount of time without being able to guarantee when delivery will be. We had to make an incredibly difficult decision that we hope is the right one for everyone. We'll be canceling our Kickstarter early with all pledges fully refunded while we pursue outside investment to continue the project internally. And yeah, and that's basically it. They didn't usually when there's delays in this sort of thing on a Kickstarter, usually the company will be like, oh, there's delays, we'll keep you guys updated on this, but as of right now, here's our new date for production, and they might extend the date to like March 2023. But the unique thing about this is that they didn't just say we'll delay it. They just outright canceled the whole thing. So definitely super unfortunate. I mean, this must be a huge thorn in the side of Panda Global, who worked really hard on trying to make this controller happen. But it appears that there was simply too many problems that were in between, and this, along with many other international supply chain issues, that's just the scope of the world right now. And yeah, you can't make something happen when the parameters are impossible and aren't there. My first impression was, well, wait a minute. Is there more to this, right? Is there more to this that we're not seeing? Obviously, the first thing that jumped to mind for me was Panda Nintendo, but I truly don't think that has anything to do with it. It is common knowledge right now there is a lot of supply international issues with many businesses. But I think the reason people are a little confused as to this sort of like why not just do a delay for now, like do like a 3-month delay, which I think everyone would understand. And then after 3 months, then be like, okay, we're gonna refund everyone to see how it is. I guess it just felt that like because there was no answer in sight, and because they didn't have that direct thing there, they just want to do the full refund for everyone. It's just crazy because like this, it wasn't a small Kickstarter. It was a massive, massive Kickstarter. You know, I mean, yeah, I doubt it has anything to do with Nintendo, because Nintendo, they knew they were working on it while they did that partnership. So it would just be kind of weird. That would be some super like under the table stuff, and I don't think that would be the case right there. But I will say this was like the single biggest, yeah, pretty much 1.9 million. Close enough. Funding there it is. Funding canceled. Funding for this project was canceled December 27th, 2021. They hit every single stretch goal except for this other one. It was about as good of a Kickstarter as you could have asked for. Project is canceled. Damn. It's crazy just seeing it there in action. However, you know, I think if I was Panda, they were weighing the two options. Should we hold on to it, but then the rumors start saying like, yo, they have all this money, where's our controller? Because you've seen the nightmare stories, right? There's been, unfortunately, so many Kickstarter projects that have this like really good idea, and they start with it, and then little by little, like less and less updates come. People start to wonder what's going on, and then once it never comes, it's like, holy shit, what happened? I think Panda has a lot of integrity as a company. They don't want to half-ass things. They don't want to lie to people. They want to be transparent. And in a way, they did the right thing by refunding everyone, right? There's been cases where people get an unfinished product, or they get something that it wasn't as advertised, and that's when the real problems start, right? Here's a good question for everyone. Press 1 if you bought the controller already and it got refunded. Press 1 if you'll still buy it again when it's ready and able to be done. Like, what I mean is that I think they know that their fan base is loyal enough. It's loyal enough, especially when they got refunded, right? They know it's loyal enough where they'll still have that market and that audience. The money's right back in their hands, right? They can choose to spend it again or use it for something else. You know, the holiday season is done. And I think it speaks to them that they didn't want to hold on to things without having an absolutely surefire thing. So, if you want my opinion, you know, I gotta give props to the Panda team for being transparent on this. Because obviously it's very difficult to do that. And it might actually end up being better for everyone, because it might get even better controller than any of us could have anticipated. And I think this is probably the right call. I think it's the right call. Obviously, 1.9 million is a great figure, a great number to show everyone. But above all, it's integrity. And I think we're going to get a better product now than we could have anticipated in this situation. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And let me know if you're going to be buying this controller once it gets announced again. Because I'm pretty sure Panda's not giving up this project, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen. So, yeah, still think this is the future of controllers. And much, much love and good thoughts towards Panda. So, yeah. Thanks, guys.